Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Madhava Kunja
Jai
Chaitanya Jaya Guru Patananda Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Guru Patananda Jaya Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Jayam Vishnu Paramamsa Parivajagacharya Hastu Tarasata Shri Srimani Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnu Paramamsa Parivajagacharya Hastu Tarasata Shri Srimani Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananda Guru Vaishnavas ki jai, Namacharya Sri Haridasa Guru ki jai. Praise Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Radha Khanda Giri Govardhan ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mathura Dham ki jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Yamuna Mai ki jai, Ganges Mai ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Samadhita Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Itai Gaura Premanande, O glorious assembled devotees, O glorious assembled devotees, O glorious assembled devotees, O glorious to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pujaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Krishna Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Dhira Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshulunmritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandiham Sri Gurun Siyuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sargajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Paridana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lolita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandha Jagatpate Govisa Govika Kanta Kanta Namaste Kata Kanchana Gorangi Visaya Vishavan Sute Devi Anamani Harive Panchakal Pataru Gascha Vivasa Vivasa Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. A reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Chapter 9. Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu travels to the holy places. Yeah, the verse we stop last time. Okay. Sei sabatitera krama kahitena pari dakshinava metirta gamanahaya peraperei. I cannot chronologically record all the places of pilgrimage visited by Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. I can only summarize everything by saying that the Lord visited all holy places, right and left, coming and going. Ataiva nama matrakari yeka nama ganana kahitena paritatra jata anukama. Because it is impossible for me to record all these places in chronological order, I will simply make a talking gesture of recording them. That is text 5 and 6, now 7 and 8. As previously stated, all the residents of the villages visited by Lord Caitanya became Vaishnavas and began to chant Hari and Kṛṣṇa. In this way, in all the villages visited by the Lord, everyone became a Vaiṣṇava, a devotee. So Papa said, the holy names of Krishna and Hari, or the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, are so spiritually powerful that even today, as our preachers go to a remote part of the world, people immediately begin chanting Hare Krishna. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. There cannot be anyone who can compare to him or his potencies. However, because we are following in his footsteps and are also chanting Hare Krishna, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the effect is almost as potent as during the time of Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Our preachers mainly belong to European and American countries, yet by the grace of Lord Caitanya, they have tremendous success wherever they go to open branches. Indeed, everywhere people are very seriously chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, that is true. Yesterday, one disciple told me she went to the hospital, and as she was waiting for the doctor to attend to her, one of the nurses came and said, "Can you give me a chanting beat?" So she was surprised. "Can you repeat what you say?" Because we were not sure. Yes. I said, "Can you give me chanting beat back?" She said, "This one? This one you want?" He said, "Yes, this one." So she was shocked. "So what do you know about this?" "Oh, my in-law, my brother-in-law, is chant Hare Krishna. And now I want to chant also." So she was very happy. So yesterday she went and gave her beads for the back, and she taught her how to chant, and they started chanting. She didn't preach to her. That is the effect of chanting. Maybe the brother-in-law talked to her, may not talk to her, but she was affected by the chanting. Now she spontaneously asks, "I want to chant." Now she's chanting. I also remember those days we used to go to Ojulegba every week. The moment we start the kirtan, all the garage boys, they form a different group. They will also be chanting and dancing separate. They don't chant with us, they form their own group because they are loading their buses. So if they come to join us, they will not have chance to do their business. So they are doing their business and also dancing and chanting. It is not ordinary. Either they understand, they don't understand. Nobody told them to do. They are spontaneously doing it, responding to the sound of the holy name and the beating of the kartals and the drum. There is benefit. There is tremendous benefit which cannot be compared to anything. So Prabhupada is saying there is potency. There is potency in chanting the holy name. And that is being seen everywhere. Yes. The potency of chanting the holy name is being seen everywhere. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, the Supreme Lord, introduced it. He was chanting, even the animals followed him in chanting. Jarikand. We went there. It is not just some stories or fiction. We went there till today. We saw the feet of the animals. The place is preserved. It's fenced. It's fenced round. It's fenced. So it's not that just was created. You can still see the animals and the snakes and the tigers, and and elephants, and other animals who were fortunate to be there at that time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing through the forest. And when he also entered the river is there, the river is still there, but during the summer the water is dried, some small places there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was splashing water on the body of the animals who were drinking the water. And Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. They were chanting. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liberated them. They were not keeping regulative principles, they were not hearing philosophy, they were not doing any other devotional service like cleaning, cooking, whatever. The holy name alone delivered them. Therefore, I told one devotee in the class, if the philosophy is convincing you, don't worry about the philosophy, forget about the scripture, just absorb yourself in chanting. Just chant Hare Krishna mantra, you get everything. There is no confusion. You don't need any explanation. You don't need any explanation in the name. Chant the holy name, and you'll be there. Provided we sincerely chanted without duplicity, without the cheating mentality. Once just sincerely chant the holy name, the effect will come, the result will come. That is sure, that the result will come. The result of Krishna Prema will come. Of course, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All those fortunate animals automatically went back to Godhead. They don't have to be born again to take to bhakti. They went back to Godhead because the Lord is directly showing them the mercy. And some people, he personally embraced them, told them for God to spontaneously working in their life. So they went back to Godhead. So Prabhupada is saying that the same potency is there in the holy name because it's the same thing. The name is not affected by time, by place, by circumstance. The name is fully independent, completely independent like the Lord. So if we sincerely chant the name, we will have the same experience. The same experience will come. We'll become free from all material difficulties. Even in the jungle, people are chanting. Anywhere you go today, people are chanting. People know about Hare Krishna. Anywhere. That's my experience in Nigeria. Anywhere in Nigeria if you go, you may think, you'll be surprised someone will tell you Hare Krishna. Anywhere. That's my experience from preaching and traveling all over the country. In remote places. They have seen Hare Krishna anywhere. Some of them, maybe their family members also was once a member of something. So the name is spreading potently. It's our duty to continue increasing the fortune, increasing our fortune and increasing the fortune of others by chanting. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to us, and our acharyas are continuing the same process. When Srila Prabhupada went to America, he was simply chanting Hare Krishna mantra at the Topsmith Square Park. That's what he was doing. Just this and the holy name, only two things in the holy name. And it was saturated by his own purity. And people just came around, and that is how he made his way to establish the Society for Krishna Consciousness. These two, how much is this? How much is this? Just this. The holy name and his purity. He has transformed the whole world. The name has potency. That is the fact. It's being seen everywhere. It has been fully loaded. We simply have to chant it with sincerity, and you get it. There's nothing like someone is chanting and chanting and others are not going. It may be slow because of the density of our ignorance. It may be slow, but some purification is going on there. That is sure. The purification is going. And those who are constantly spreading the holy name, one cannot calculate their fortune. In South India, there were many types of people. Some were philosophical speculators, and some were fruitive workers. But in any case, there were innumerable non-devotees. That is fine everywhere in the world you go. Speculators are there. There's so many speculators, varieties of speculators. Yes, there are varieties. Fruitive workers everywhere, Kaliuga. Fruitive workers. Even in the religion itself, you see fruitive workers. Even in the movement, by Hare Kṛṣṇa, even in Hare Kṛṣṇa movement, you still find fruitive workers. You understand? Fruitive workers? Fruitive. Huh? You understand fruitive worker? What is fruitive worker?
Working for some expectation.
Yes. Yes. Where you work is what you eat, where you eat. So if I do any service in Hare Kṛṣṇa temple, I need pay. That is fruitive. Whatever we do, pujari work or cooking or anything. Or Kirtan, yes, even Kirtan. Now even Kirtaniyas are paid. Even Kirtaniyas, the devotees who are known to be chanters. Everybody is chanting like this, but now we have the Kirtaniyas who are paid. Yes. Prabhu, come and chant, do Kirtan for my parents' funeral or house warming, a new house or new birthday, whatever, or anything. You have to pay. If you don't pay, they don't come. And if you pay little, nobody would like to lead the kids. Everybody would, you lead now. You lead. So even in the movement, we have 50 workers. Residing in Bhagavatam also, you have to pay. So they are everywhere. Still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but in any case, there were innumerable non-devotees, yes, everywhere, non-devotees. By the influence of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, all these people abandoned their own opinions and became Vaishnavas, devotees of Krishna. This is the purity. That we can make someone to give up our bad habit and accept Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. Yes. At the time, all the South Indian Vaishnavas were worshippers of Lord Ramachandra. Some were Tattvavadis, and some were followers of Ramanujacharya. Varieties. Varieties. Even within Tattvavadis, there are varieties. Oh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met all of them. So Prabhupada said in a purport. So like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura point out that the word Tattvavadi refers to followers of Srila Madhvacharya. to distinguish his disciplic succession from the Mayavadi followers of Sankaracharya, Srila Madhvacharya named his party the Tattvavadis. Impersonal monists are always attacked by these Tattvavadis, who attempt to defeat their philosophy of impersonalism. Generally, they establish the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, the disciple succession of Madhvacharya is known as Brahma Vaishnava sect. That is the sect coming down from Lord Brahma. Consequently, the Tattvavadis or followers of Madhvacharya do not accept the incident of Lord Brahma's illusion, which is recorded in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Madhvacharya has purposefully avoided commenting on that portion of Srimad Bhagavatam in which Brahma Mohan, the illusion of Lord Brahma, is mentioned. Srila Madhavendra Puri was one of the acharyas in the Tattvavadi disciplic succession, and he established the ultimate goal of transcendentalism to be attainment of pure devotional service, love of Godhead. Those Vaishnavas belonging to the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the disciplic succession following Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, are distinct from the Tattvavadis, although they belong to the same Tattvavad Sampradaya. The followers of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu are therefore known as Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Our beginning is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. That is full, it is complete. Because of Brahma, we are from here. This is our own. This is our own Sampradaya. Out of the four, we are from this Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And this is the best. This one is the best. For belonging to here is the best. What made it the best? All our acharyas from all Brahma up to the last person before Madhavendra Puri. Yes, Madhavendra Puri started. All the philosophy is Vaikuntha. They are all they end at Vaikuntha. It is Madhavendra Puri who studied the Prem Bhakti, Goloka, Vasi philosophy teachings. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming in this. He's coming in this, our Sampradaya. Therefore, he initiated Madhavendra Puri with the Christian prayer. Means that from here you will see Krishna Prema. So it's a great fortune. Another fortune is that it is said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Of all the incarnations of Krishna, the base of all of them is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have the best. We have the best. And then from there, we have all the devotees after this. They are all Premi Bhaktas. all of them. Madhavendra Puri, Ishwara Puri, Dhammaprabhu, the 6 Goswamis, and all of them, Madhva, and Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baldev Vidabhushan, to all our present acharyas. So this is the best. And you will also see that the remaining 4 sampradayas came to join this. The remaining 3 sampradayas, they also came to join this. The Kumara Sampradaya, Nimbarkacharya, he came to join this as Kesava Kashmiri. Ramanuja Acharya, he came to join also Chaitanya. He participated in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wedding. His name was Ananta Brahmana. They all came to join this. All the remaining, they came to join this sampradaya. So this is best. This is the best. The word pasandi refers to those who are opposed to pure devotional service. In particular, these are the Mayavadis, the impersonalists. A definition of pasandi is given in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 1.73, wherein it is said, Jashtu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudadi Dayavatay Samatve Naiva Viksheta Sapasandi Babedruvam. A pasandi is one who thinks that the Supreme Lord Narayana, the personality of Godhead, is on the same level with the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. A devotee never considers Lord Narayan to be on the same platform with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. So we say every morning to put Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva on the same level. Lord Vishnu is an offense. Therefore they are called pasandi. Pasandi is offender. The Madhvacharya Sampradaya and Ramanuja Sampradaya are mainly worshippers of Lord Ramachandra, although the three Vaishnavas are supposed to be worshippers of Lord Narayan and Lakshmi, and the Tattvavadis are supposed to be worshippers of Lord Krishna. At present, in most of the monasteries belonging to the Madhva Sampradaya, Lord Ramachandra is worshipped. In a book known as Adhyatma Ramayana, there are statements in chapters 12 to 15 about worshipping the deities of Sri Ramachandra and Sita. There it is stated that during Lord Ramachandra's time, there was a Brahmana who took a vow to fast until he saw Lord Ramachandra. Sometimes due to business, Lord Ramachandra was absent from his capital for a full week and could not be seen by the citizens during that time. Because of his vow, the Brahmana could not take even a drop of water during that week. Later, after 8 or 9 days, when the Brahmana could see Lord Ramachandra personally, he would break his fast. Upon observing the Brahmana's rigid vow, Lord Śrī Ramachandra ordered his younger brother Lakshmana to deliver a pair of Sitaram deities to the Brahmana. the Brahmana received the deities from Sri Lakshmanji and worshipped them faithfully as long as he lived. At the time of his death, he delivered the deities to Sri Hanumanji, who for many years hung them around his neck and served them with all devotion. After many years, when Hanumanji departed on the hill known as Ganda Madana, he delivered the deities to Bhimasena, one of the Pandavas, and Bhimasena brought them to his palace, where he kept them very carefully. The last king of the Pandavas, Shemakant, worshipped the deities in that place. Later, the same deities were kept in the custody of the kings of Orissa, known as Gajapatis. One of the acharyas, known as Narahari Tirtha, who was in a disciplic succession of Madhvacharya, received these deities from the king of Orissa. It may be noted that these particular deities of Ram and Sita have been worshipped from the time of King Ishwaku. Indeed, they were worshipped by the royal prince even before the appearance of Lord Ramachandra. Later, during Lord Ramachandra's presence, the deities were worshipped by Lakshman. It is said that just 3 months before his disappearance, Sri Madhvacharya received these deities and installed them in the Udupi temple. Since then, the deities have been worshipped by the Madhvacharya Sampradaya at that monastery. As far as the Sri Vaiṣṇavas are concerned, beginning with Ramanujacharya, they also worship deities of Sitaram. Sitaram deities are also being worshipped in Tirupati and other places. From the Sri Ramanuja Sampradaya, there is another branch known as Ramanandi or Ramat, and the followers of that branch also worship deities of Sitaram very rigidly. The Ramanuja Sampradaya Vaishnavas prefer the worship of Lord Ramachandra to that of Radha Krishna, because they are not Premi Bhaktas. The Lord Ramachandra worship is a worship with reverence. Worship with reverence. I didn't say opulence, I say reverence. You should not go faster because you are not in my mind. If you go faster, you make mistake. I didn't say opulence, I say reverence. Reverence is different from opulence. And Krishna has different levels that his devotee worship him. With opulence is different. Krishna is complete with opulence in Dwaraka. He is complete, more complete with reverence in Mathura. He is most complete without reverence, without opulence in Vrindavan. We should try to understand these things. They're different. So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told the worshippers of Lakshmi Narayan to give it up and worship Radha Krishna. The same thing he did to the worshippers of Sitaram, to give it up and worship Radha Krishna. He succeeded in some, he didn't succeed. For Hanuman, he didn't succeed. He told Hanuman to give up Sitaram worship and worship Radha Krishna. Hanuman didn't succeed because he is naturally Ram Bhakta. That is the external relationship. It's eternal. It's not changeable. It's eternal. Venkatabat, he told him to worship Radha Krishna instead of Lakshmi Narayan. He succeeded. He was able to change it from Lakshmi Narayan worship to Radha Krishna worship. They worship. He transformed them. From there we get Prabhupada Saraswati, who is Tunga Vidya in Krishna Lila. Hare Krishna. Comments? Questions? Hare Krishna.
Explanations you have been going around to ask you to explain more how one can work without being fruitive. Because it seems impossible. And this age,
How is impossible?
like
Some people are doing.
yeah, that's like the results will always seem to motivate the worker. Because there will be so many things that you want to do, like working in devotional service. So you can please kindly explain how we can apply it in view of our own situation.
It is not impossible to work without fruitive result. It is not impossible because some people are doing it. Some people are doing it. Selfless, not taking anything for personal. Not preaching because you need some money. But ask for money before you give lecture, you speak Bhagavatam, or before you do Kirtan. It's not taking even for anything to cook for the Lord or to do pujari service for the Lord. Many people are doing selfless and not get anything. Yes, they get facilities, but these facilities are used in Christian consciousness. Not remuneration. I'm not getting so I can go and do my thing somewhere. Yes, that is different. It is possible only when one understands the goal of Krishna consciousness. And that also requires a heavy amount of purification to you to understand. Heavy amount of purification to be able to understand the goal of Krishna consciousness is Krishna Prema. So the Bhakti Dhira Damodara he taught that. Now how we should pray to Krishna. My dear Lord Krishna, I'm a beggar. I'm a poor man who has come to you to be employed in your company. I want to be employed. The end of the month, don't give me any currency. Give me Krishna Prema. That is merit. That is prayed. This is the prayer of a very, very fortunate soul who does not see Krishna consciousness as a means of livelihood. That is not. You see Krishna consciousness as the means of reinstating ourselves in our original and eternal occupation of being eternal servant of Krishna. And rendering service not for any purpose. Only the purpose is only to give Krishna satisfaction. That is a very high level. So we are doing this for giving Krishna pleasure, not for anything. Those who are very fruitive, apart from the fact that we will not make much advancement, we also will not be purified as much. Because the contamination which comes from being fruitive will limit our input. To limit our input into the practice. I remember some years ago we were doing Harinam. And this Harinam, some household devotees who in this something were following for the purpose of getting some stipends from it. So okay, so you come to the Harinam, you give you some allowance from it, for maintenance. Even though we're doing that, they didn't see that there are few devotees who are not taking anything. They don't see. That is the contamination. That makes us to be blind, that we don't see the truth. We don't see the reality. Then we have one devotee among who was not among the householders who are taking some. So he requested that he should be given also. He said, but Prabhu, we are in the temple. We are already paying you as a driver. You as a driver, you already got me on pay as a driver. Why will he need this again? You know what he would do? He would drive us to the place, he would remain in the bus, he wouldn't come down. So, my hand is just to drive. I'm a driver, so therefore I'm not participating in Harinam. Just see the unfortunate situation. Unfortunate. Look at the gate for liberation. Look at the gate for liberation. Chanting the holy name purely, serving Krishna purely, and get the Christian message to be liberated from material existence. But look at our misfortune at the same time, blocking the gate. When we go to the spot to do the Harinam, he will not come down. I'm only to drive. So since you are not giving me some allowance also, so I'm only to drive. So I will drive on. He will remain in the bus until we finish. Then when he enter the bus, he will drive back to the temple. We don't know that. You see what is happening? You know, dangerous? Dangerous mentality. That dangerous mentality destroying our fortune, our success. The chance we have to become liberated is blocked. Why? The desire to get something from what we are doing. Fruitive mentality. Very, very dangerous. It will deprive us of the fortune. It is very dangerous. We should take care of, we should appreciate our fortune that Krishna has given to us, and maximize it than to minimize it. To come to Krishna consciousness, it is not cheap. To come to Krishna consciousness is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. It's not just walking to demigod house to do puja and go away. It is completely different. And then coming so close like this, Pashandi, we are becoming offenders. Offenders on the process of liberating us. We are becoming offenders. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So the desire to get something from Krishna for anything we do is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It's risky. So we shouldn't do it. But only a fortunate person will hear this and understand it and apply it. Majority will not hear it. They will not do it. And the thing is that we don't make advancement. And when we don't make advancement, we'll become a stumbling block for ourselves and others. Everyone will suffer. The lack of advancement in our Krishna conscious life. So it is compulsory for us to make advancement because it will become envious of those who are making advancement and make devotional service very, very nasty. Who block others' advancement, make the devotional environment very, very nasty, unpalatable for others to practice. That shouldn't be our mentality. It shouldn't be our activity in coming to Krishna consciousness. Our coming to Krishna consciousness should be for liberating ourselves and liberating others. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.